Hey guys, it's your girl, Sheila. As you might have seen from my previous vlog, your girl is about to graduate university. Wow, I'm actually kind of excited to, find a job, make a career for myself. And I also already found the perfect job for me. I mean, cool company, good pay, and it would really allow me to make a positive impact on the world. I already wrote my resume, I wrote a great motivation letter, if I may say so myself, and now I just have to wait until they get back to me. Alright, doodles! Okay, so they haven't gotten back to me yet. I'm sure they're just busy. Anyway, I got my graduation party to look forward to, and I'm sure the big boss is gonna call me any day now. My dad just said he's going to stop paying my rent since I'm a grown up now that needs to get independent and get ready for the real world. Asshole. Alright, so I guess that means I can't wait around for my dream job anymore and I have to apply some things that just seem decent. Alright, wish me luck. It's been 2 months and I've gotten 0 replies. I mean, are you guys stupid? I mean, I'm super smart, me communicate good, I work like insanely hard. Well, not really, but they don't know that. I guess I'll just have to keep replying to stuff I don't care about. You guys, I got my first interview. Whew, I'm so excited. My very first interview. Okay, wish me luck. I can do this. Hi Sheila. Can you tell me a bit about yourself? Sure, what would you like to know? Not anything specific, just tell me about yourself, please. Whatever you would like to share. Okay, well, my name is Sheila. I'm 24 years old and I just graduated from Ohio State University with a bachelor's in business. I really enjoy shopping and I work hard. Is that a statement or a question? It's a statement. Okay, let me ask you a question then. Let's say there are 3 of you in a team. How would that go? What do you mean 3 of me? There's just 1 of me. Of course, but I mean hypothetically. Let's say there are 3 people in a team exactly like you. So yourself and 2 clones. How would that function? Okay, yes, I think that would work very well because we would all work very hard and we would do very good job. Do you foresee any problems in that team? Not really, I guess. Yeah, I guess we will all be quite tired from working so hard. Am I right? All right, so let me be blunt. We have a lot of candidates interested in this position. What separates you from the herd? Well, as I just said, I'm an extremely hard worker. I have great instincts, like business instincts. And yes, of course, I would love to work for a company that's doing amazing things, really amazing things. Thank you, Sheila. We'll be in touch. I've had about 30 interviews now, and nobody has been in touch. Why do people keep saying we'll be in touch if there's no touching involved whatsoever? You guys, I did it! Wow, I had an interview last week. And I rehearsed so much I had my introduction down to a T. I told them all about the experiences I had during my class projects. I told them about my personality. Told them about how eager I am to learn.
And then, to bring it home, I told him this story about how I'd been following his company for years, truly in a league of its own. Much bolder goals than their competitors, really focusing on creating a valuable product for the consumer, bringing meaning to an otherwise often grim world. That journey, that's one I really want to be a part of. And he ate that shit up. Go Sheila, I got a job, I got a job. Go Sheila, I got a job. That's actually not too dissimilar from my own experience trying to find a job right out of university. And I found out why job interviews really are the worst. I think in any interview, the goal should be to find out if there's a good match between the job and the candidate. But I don't think that's really what's being measured. What's being measured is how socially adept you are, if you prepared well, and if you're self aware. Just some hoops you have to jump through, like a good doggo.
Who's a good doggo? Who's a good doggo?
In my experience, they're not really measuring if you're any good at the job. But I found one of the most difficult questions to answer is when recruiters would ask me, "Why do you want to work for our company specifically?" Well, if we're being honest, I don't care that much about your company specifically. I would just like to earn some money. Of course, there are gonna be some jobs out there that align really well with what you want to do in life. But I think for most people, yeah, you get a job to pay the bills. So can we please stop pretending that I have posters hanging in my childhood bedroom from your petrochemical company that's poisoning the globe? Together, anything is possible. Shell. I'm really curious to hear what your experiences are, but I noticed that if I really liked the job, usually it would have 2, maybe 3 selection rounds. But after a while, I started to get pretty desperate and I applied to some gigs that, yeah, I thought nobody else would be applying to. And to my surprise, they then hit you with an interview with a recruiter, personality test, online capacity test, interview with manager 1, interview with manager 2, and a 5-minute pitch about yourself. And I ended up canceling one of those interviews at the very last round because they wanted me to do a pitch and where I tell about myself and my aspirations and how that perfectly aligns with the job. And yeah, I just couldn't get myself to pretend to care that much about your dumb company. I guess Tim Ferriss really was right when he said 99% of people in the world are convinced they are incapable of achieving great things, so they aim for the mediocre. While I think there are a lot of improvements to be made to the current interview process, chances are we're going to have to deal with awful questions for quite some more years. Personally, I sent out 100 plus applications and had a few dozen interviews. And it would be a bit long to tell you everything I've learned, but I wrote up 2 articles containing all my interview tips. And you can access them down below for free if you're interested. Thank you for watching. Hit me real, hit me real one time.